Welcome to Mouthfuls of Madness.
Alright, episode fucking 6, dude.
Already?
6 episodes into Mouthfuls of Madness.
Nice.
So, yeah. We might be repeating ourselves. Mr. Effervescent is not feeling so fizzy-dizzy today.
Yeah. Got a ear infection in both my ears. So it's pretty great. Everything sounds a little muffled, but, see what we could do.
Which works out for me because I have a terrible voice.
No, I think your voice is lovely.
Oh. All you out there in radio land, I'm still blushing right now.
But definitely a face for radio, though.
Bazing! Yo, well, you got like the hair for radio. How about that?
Thanks.
So, maybe talk about some gluttony.
Ooh, okay.
We're super close right now. I just noticed that. I'm like, wow, your eyes are sparkly.
Change of venue.
Yeah,
so it's a little different.
Some like artsy type is like doing stuff where we normally record, and we had to change to another location, and it's kind of busy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foot traffic.
Yeah.
So there's definitely going to be some random voices, lots of high heels, and scowls, which you won't be able to see. It's okay, don't worry. We can take the brunt. Ooh, skateboard. Ooh, cops. Yeah, so we don't know if we might get kicked out of here or not. But gluttony, so I think that is one of the coolest sins.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess aside from like all the sexy stuff. It's definitely not the sexiest of sins.
But probably the one that makes you feel the most fulfilled.
Definitely have like control over the satiation you feel from committing that sin. But I think like all sins though, I think it's just like it's never enough.
Yeah.
I think that's the basis. I mean, gluttony is by definition like it's never enough. You need to like gorge and be a glutton for anything. I guess, glutton for punishment, glutton for wealth, glutton for like what are they, like material possessions, things like that. Like you can, it's not just food, But see, we might be getting kicked out of here right now.
Yeah.
But I think like mostly, I think it's to do with food. I think people just think of like food. So that's why I think it's a good topic for like a primarily food-based podcast. Yeah. Even though we are probably more like
a whatever podcast.
70-30 food.
Yeah. Well, in every episode we start off talking with food, so I'd say it's a food-based podcast.
We always gotta start with food. But I know I'm a glutton for many things.
Yeah.
But definitely food has always been like a weird thing in my life as far as like consuming food.
Yeah.
Like in my adult life, what makes me like binge, like what started it, like as because of not being able to get certain things when I was a kid, or like having to save up money to buy something I wanted because you're under like the control of the parents, so it's well, I want this. Well, you can't. We're not having that, And you're like, well, no, I can't have it. Yeah. And then it's like very childish in the way I eat when I grab stuff because it's like, I want that and that. Well, fuck it. I can do it. I'm an adult. I'll get both.
I'm an adult.
I fucking do what I want. I want 6 cheeseburgers. God damn it. I'm going to get them. Maybe not 6, but you know what I mean. Like, but that like plays like a small part in like even today, like of being like, ooh, that burger. Then you're like, well, fuck, I'm an adult. It's not money. I get both. Where it's like, hey, maybe you don't need to get both, and then you gorge and you're like, ugh. But how's your view on gluttonous?
Oh, jeez.
And is it just food?
besides food, yeah, I can't really think of anything I'm really like gluttonous for. But I know the food that I go overboard and binge on absolutely is sushi. Like something about it, I just love it. Like
aristocratic gorging. Fancy gorge.
But yeah, I always eat way too much, spend way too much, because that shit's expensive. Especially if you get good sushi, which I only get good sushi.
Yeah,
but,
peanut galleries.
Yeah.
So are you like big fan of like the omakase stuff?
Oh yeah.
Like going and fucking spending like $300 and
yep.
Shit, that's a dangerous game right there.
Always.
That's not like I spend $100 at Genki. That's like
it's like no, I spend easily when I go to like Mitch's or even like Yanagi Sushi, just on myself I'll spend like close to $250 on sushi.
Shit.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit.
Jesus Christ.
I fucking love it.
Damn. Now, is Mitch's that good? Like, I've been to Mitch's and it was all right.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't. Is it like a top spot? Like, is that like a.
It's definitely one of the better places. The best sushi place I went to actually closed down. I guess the owner passed away and nobody wanted to like take it over.
Sense.
So it closed down, but yeah, that's one food you're like, if I say we're gonna go eat sushi, it's like we're gonna fucking go.
Fuck, well,
eat.
don't invite me. I gotta save up for that shit. I got kids, man.
Yeah, either that or also
Now, does sushi when you're gluttonous? Do you ever feel bad?
oh no.
Do you ever like you never like fuck? I just blew $300
No.
on fucking sushi. And you're like fuck it as well.
For me, it's always worth it. It's always worth it. Like, if I had the money to, I'd probably eat sushi every day.
Get the motherfucking gout? Yeah. Or what, mercury poisoning? Or you'd be like, turn into the Silver Surfer?
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with gluttony too, is that like I think that's one of the sins that like out of all of them, I think I guess murder and shit like that, but like that it's like instant gratification and instant fucking self-loathing.
I guess.
But I guess not for you and sushi. But I don't know if I have something that I like gluttonous about that is like food-wise that like I don't feel guilty afterwards. I think maybe like going to a buffet or something. Like if you know you're going to like a good buffet, I don't feel so bad afterwards. It's more of like, I fucking ate my money's worth, and you're like, I did it. It's those shameful gluttony.
No, I'm
we
never
already talked
ashamed.
about that stuff. So go move past that.
Yeah, I'm never ashamed when I eat large amounts of food. It's because, it's there. Might as well. If not, it's gonna go to waste.
Yeah, I always had a big thing too of like I don't like not saving things. Like I don't know why I can't just be like I'll stop and just wrap it and then fucking put it away for tomorrow, or like even like a couple hours from now it's like I must consume this and get rid of it. And then later I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Or even later be like, I'm still hungry. I should have saved that.
Yeah, I don't like wasting food. Growing up, my mom was always like, only take what you're going to eat.
Yeah.
And she basically wouldn't let us leave the table until we ate everything on her plate. And even if we were like full, she'd be like, well, you shouldn't have gone up for seconds, but you're going to finish that plate. Like,
I get that as like a learning tool.
Yeah.
I think that's like, because I think they say now, like, don't do that to your kids.
Really?
I guess it's supposed to like, it's like you're enabling like bad eating habits. Like you're making it like that subconscious thing. Like I have to finish this.
I see.
And so like even if they get too big a portion and they're like, I still got to finish it, and they're stuffing themselves to be like, oh. So like I've always been like I do the same thing with my daughters. Like when we go to like any place that has like anything all you can eat or anything like or Genki or anything where you're like just taking stuff that it's like you can always get more. Don't take a bunch of stuff,
like take your time,
because I don't want you throwing this shit away. You know what I mean? And if you just want to try it, take a little fucking piece, try it. If you like it, you can get more. But even when we're like having dinner, so it's the same thing. It's like, okay, just relax, let your fucking body settle, and then if you feel hungry, then you can get more, you know. But I was definitely not like that. That was like, I must consume. I think I've always been like I think I've always been like a sinner. Yeah. And like the deadly sins, like coveting and, you know, always like, you know, sloth. That's what I'm like, what are the exact sins? I didn't fucking see. Like,
pride, vanity, lust, gluttony, sloth. There's 7.
Dopey, sleepy.
Yeah, I can't remember all of them off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's those, you know, pride is all the bad shit. Like, don't be prideful. Don't be fucking. I mean, I think pride is.
Yeah, there's a healthy amount to have, but then there are definitely people who are. Over.
Yeah, it's too much, dude. It's like. So I found this thing online. And I thought it was hilarious because I don't think we really talk about religion. I'm not religious at all. I wasn't raised with any kind of religion. Like my dad's side was Jewish, and my mom's side was, I guess, Catholic, but they didn't really, and so they never really taught us about anything really, and they never preached God. My mom was more spiritual than religious, you know, like she was into homeopathic remedies and stuff. Not like super like fucking crystal hippie chick, but she was more like, I believe in like angels and things and that kind of thing, but I mean not necessarily. I mean I think she believed in God, but it wasn't like she wasn't like going to fucking church all the time, and she wasn't trying to get us to do that. But I found this like Christian, like looking up gluttony. There's not a lot of shit. A lot of Indian websites for some reason. I don't know why. But so it's this website called crosswalk.com, which I don't know if it is like a play on words, like cross as in holy, but this guy's name is Dr. Roger Barrier. Preach it, teach it. And this guy wrote in about being a glutton and he weighs too much and he's tried Weight Watchers and all this stuff, and so this guy's trying to like, you know, what is gluttony? And then basically it's the reason it's a sin is that in Corinthians it says, do you not know that you are God's temple and that God's Spirit dwells in you? If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy him, for God's temple is holy and you are that temple. It's like, wow, okay, so there's that. And then he gets into like talking about genetic makeup and how you can overeat through that and poor nutrition. Like there's some non-religious things in it, but the religious stuff is just like, so it's like reasons you're gluttonous, right? So, you know, number one was
you have the devil in you.
No, number one is food is everywhere. Like it's just, you know, it's just so sumptuous, and you know, you're inundated with, which we are as a society. It's like food, fucking commercials everywhere, signs everywhere. There's fast food in every corner. There's a restaurant fucking everywhere. And then the second thing was comfort food works so well, which is true. It's self-soothing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I actually, like, when I'm like in a state of like, I don't want to say like emotional, but if I'm just like blah, I'm not really like hungry. Yeah. I'm not, and I don't like eat for the sake of eating. Like I'm not a snacker. You know, like I'm a binger. Like, so I'll go like all day without eating, and then I'll fucking eat a bunch of shit at the end of the day. My wife is a snacker. Like, she'll eat, and then she'll like grab popcorn, and then some chips, and then a little bit later she'll grab some kakimochi, or you know, like she's like a grazing snacker. And definitely an emotional eater. Like, I think she just, and like a busy eater, you know, like, I'm bored, I'll snack on something. But I've never really been like that. I'm more of like a, let me amass this large fucking quantity of food and eat it. But yeah, I don't know. Do you, like, when you're sad, do you feel like you eat to feel better at all?
No. Honestly, when I'm sad or mad or anything like that, I lose my appetite.
Yeah.
Like, I have no urge to eat or desire to eat at all. I usually, like, if I'm angry or something like that, I'll just go for a walk. You know, I won't eat. My girlfriend's a big emotional eater, like you said. Whenever she's upset about something, she'll always just be eating and eating and eating.
Really?
And then she'll be like, "Oh, I'm getting so much weight." Like, because you're eating all the goddamn time. But yeah, I've never been a big emotional eater. Yeah. I only eat when I'm hungry.
To survive.
Yeah. That's really it. And I don't eat as well as I should.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
at all.
Like, recently I've been trying to get better about, like, eating breakfast and stuff like that, but
Yeah, that's what they say, like, that you're supposed to, like, eat small meals.
Yeah.
So your body, like, constantly fucking is, like, in a state of, like, burning fat
Yeah.
and not storing fat. But that's what I'm a fucking fat store. I fucking polar bear that shit. I'm ready to hibernate, motherfucker. I'm like, so comfort food is like, when we're miserable, it's so easy to overeat. Which I guess I do, you know, it's a cliche, but I mean, you know, cliches are cliche for a reason because fucking people find comfort in shit like that, like, you know. Number 3 is our genetic makeup can program us to overeat, which I don't know if it's programming you to overeat, but I think like your genetics as far as like how your body
takes it in.
and
Yeah.
like distributes it, I think that's
Yeah, definitely.
that's definitely genetic. 4 is poor nutritional habits developed during childhood, which I get, you know, if you don't open yourself up to like nutrition, then you're
Yeah.
like, fuck it, like, I'm never gonna eat vegetables. But I mean, I know skinny people that are like that too. They fucking don't eat shit. Like one of my wife's friends is like that. Like they just don't eat anything. You know, like they're just like, it's like simple. It's like going out to eat with a little kid. Like, is there chicken nuggets on this menu? Like that kind of shit. Like, not that they like chicken nuggets, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
they
yeah.
just don't want, like they like sushi and they like fucking
Yeah.
like just simple shit. They don't like go for like adventurous things. And number 5, they're sinners. That's number 5. Gluttony is one of the 7 deadly sins, and gluttony is a sin of the flesh. And number 6 is they're under satanic attack. In Ephesians chapter 4, Paul mentions that it's possible for us to commit a sin so often that we open the door for Satan to have a demonic foothold, in air quotes, in our lives. Victory here would necessitate winning a spiritual battle.
Ooh.
Now, yeah, I don't think Satan's really getting a win on like the fatties of the world. Like, I don't know if that's, you know, because I've seen some fat pastors.
Yeah.
I've seen some. I mean, I guess there's like Catholic church guys getting their dick sucked by little kids, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
as long as you repent
Yep.
on your deathbed, you're all
Repent
good. G.
and you shall be saved.
This will be the true test of this wind muff thing we
Oh,
got going
yeah.
on here. It's got the wind just
Wind
picked
is
up pretty deep right now.
Well, we are sitting. I think this is a wind tunnel right here.
So yeah, it feels real good. I don't know how good it sounds, but it's actually
Yeah, it doesn't seem
it's not
like
picking up that
picking
way.
up too much.
Score for the muff.
Nice.
Muff wins again. Muff. That's cool. He said
Well, I'm a glutton for that.
oh, he's a muff glutton. Is that why your wrist was hurting the other day?
No, that's from this.
Oh. For the audience out there in Radioland, he was pantomiming masturbation.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
And then, how do we win the battle with food? Number 1, treat gluttony like the sin it is. Confess that you are guilty of gluttony and that you know it is wrong. Repent by turning over a new leaf. There's a lot of air quotes in this. Like, do you not want them to do that? I don't think he knows what air quotes means. And commit to a new life without gluttony. Oh, it's that easy. Just fucking, and then ask for God forgiveness and then confess your sins. Boom.
Just
cleanse
do
yourself.
it, bro.
Boom. That's all you need to do. Recognize that you are dead to sin and that you don't have to sin if you don't want to.
Huh.
Which, you know, I mean, sinning, isn't that supposed to be part of like the whole devil's plan? Like, oh, these
Yeah.
are the sins and he's going to get you to do that. But it's like, I don't want to. So fuck you, devil. Be on guard against satanic attack, which may be the result of perpetually succumbing to gluttony.
Ooh,
yeah. They make it sound too good.
sounds too easy.
Right? They're just over sexualizing gluttony here. I think that's. But yeah, so gluttony. I think it's funny. This guy looks like a fucking. Look at this dude. He looks like a fucking. He looks like he fucking is a pedophile. Yeah, Tucson, Arizona. He definitely fucks kids.
Yeah, I've never.
Not saying that anybody in Arizona fucks kids. I'm just. Come on, man. Let's be
You don't
real.
know that.
It's their unofficial state motto. Sorry, all you listeners out there in Tucson.
Yeah. Growing up, yeah, my mom wasn't very well. My mom was religious. She'd take us to church and shit like that. But she always made it clear, like, I'm only taking you here because you're my kid, and this is what I believe. Mm. But as soon as she said, like, as soon as we were 18, we were allowed to choose our beliefs and stuff like that. So, you know, I spent time in Sunday school and shit like that. And they do make it sound easy, like all you have to do is repent, block away Satan, be like, get out of here.
Get behind me, Satan. That just sounds like an invitation for anal. You know, like, not in the front, in the back.
Well, sodomy is a sin. So it makes sense why Satan would be there.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to do it, Satan, do it right, okay? In the butt.
Get that prostate. Hit it.
Doctors are Satan?
Oh.
Satan. Now, what about Pastafarians? Do you think that they can eat pasta? Can they eat pasta?
I have no clue.
Like, what do they eat? Those people that believe in the spaghetti monster in the sky? What is it? The floating spaghetti monster?
The flying spaghetti
flying
monster.
Spaghetti monster.
Yeah, and their religious wardrobe is like a colander.
Yeah,
they wear as a hat. Some shit like
now,
that.
I know it's a joke.
Yeah, I think
But
it started off
as a joke, but now people are like, I'm fucking into it.
Yeah. Then it went a little.
Do you think those people eat pasta? I'm fucking Google that shit. I want to see if Pastafarians do Pastafarians eat pasta?
Or is it like forbidden because it's part of the
Well,
flying?
I bring it up because I was thinking, okay, so you're talking about how your mom brought you to church and stuff, and then I was thinking, okay, like give you the body of Christ and the blood of Christ, like the wafer and the wine and shit like that. Now, could you be a glutton for Christ? Like, what if you just got like, I need the body of Christ inside me?
Just took those
and
wafers.
then like just fucking shove those wafers in your mouth.
Drank all that
tasteless fucking Necco wafer pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like, would that is that a cool glutton? Like, can you be too full of God?
I don't know. That's a good question to write a doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, what's his name?
Give this guy my email.
Oh, you don't want to find out?
No.
Be a glutton for Christ.
I'm a glutton for Christ. That'd be dope, dude. Just start like a fat church. Like a literal fatty church just for like fat gluttons for Christ. Just hold it in like a fucking buffet like every weekend. And just have a priest come in and bless the buffet as the body of Christ. And just like, Jesus. Hey, Christ, I love you. Like, hey, man, it's holy food. Let's see, Pastafarians can eat pasta?
Oh, when did that whole thing start, Pastafarians?
Oh my God, they call their little holiday Ramadan.
No.
Which, first of all, that's not pasta. I mean, it's noodles. Okay, so Ramadan. Ramadan is a month of sacrifice during which Pastafarians eat only pasta and noodle dishes after sundown. Pastafarians celebrate a vaguely defined Christmas-like event in December. No specific date is given by the church. Anyway, they like, but especially what? Anyway, they celebrate a vaguely defined Christmas-like event in late December in any way they like, but especially with pasta, pirates, and beer. What the fuck do pirates have to do with
beer?
Wow.
What do the pirates have to do with pasta?
I don't know. According to adherents, Pastafarianism is a real, legitimate religion as much as any other. In New Zealand, Pastafarian representatives are authorized to officiate weddings. However, in the United States, a federal court has ruled that the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster is not a real religion.
Who says?
Of the federal court of the United States. But isn't there a separation of church and state?
Yeah.
Because you could start a religion as, right? Like, I mean, I've seen it done.
Yeah.
You get money and stuff, you tax exempt, all that shit.
Yeah. I should start a religion.
So Pastafarianism is officially recognized religion in 3 countries. First in Poland, where it became an officially registered religious community in 2014, thanks to a legal technicality.
Damn.
So that's pretty funny. Where else is so New Zealand? It says this fucking picture. It's like it's just like a pile of dicks and 2 balls, like those snail eyes. Ugh. Touched by his noodly appendage. So I guess generally American law protects prisoners' rights to exercise their religious beliefs. However, that protection relies on the courts agreeing that your beliefs constitute a religion. Unfortunately for Nebraska inmate Stephen Kavanaugh, a U.S. District Court judge ruled that his religion of choice, Pastafarianism, also known as and referred to in court documents as FSMism, Flying Spaghetti Monster, did not qualify for constitutional protection. FSMism is a riposte. I don't know that word. RIPOSTE?
I thought that was a fencing term.
Maybe RE, like repost.
I don't know.
But it's like RIPOSTE. To intelligent design that began with a letter to the Kansas State Board, blah, 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 blah.
How interesting. Oh, it's a noun. A quick, sharp return in speech or action.
Huh.
But it is a fencing term. A quick thrust given after parrying a lunge.
Oh, see, you said fencing, and I thought, like, putting up a fence.
Oh.
I'm super into sports.
But it could also be used as a verb. To reply or to retaliate.
Ooh.
Huh. Yeah, Pastafarianism, man.
Yeah, so legally recognized in Poland in 2014, then in the Netherlands and New Zealand.
Huh.
Oh my God. So they can, in New Zealand, they recognize the first legally binding Pastafarian wedding, officiated by, drumroll please, the Ministeroni.
Is that what they're...
So I gotta give it to them. They're fucking doing it, man. The happy couple were wed in the customary pirate's garb.
By the Ministeroni.
Oh my God! In Czechia, and so that's weird. That's a fucking in Czechia, or Czechia. And Lubbock, Texas, Pastafarians have been allowed to wear their traditional headdress, a colander, in state ID photos. Oh man, that's fucking funny.
I'm surprised that it's recognized in Europe. I thought... Well, it's probably started...
Well, that's what I wish they said. They don't say what the legal technicality was.
Well, it's because there's no book?
I'll look a link on it.
Or like... I don't know. I'm sure they have a book or something like that.
Well, let's see. It worked. Thanks to ruling by Judge... Wow, that's a fucking Polish name. Holy shit. Look at that fucking...
Vlad. Yeah, I'm not even going to...
Volodymyr Kowalczyk. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of words. That's a lot of letters. They'll now have to recognize Pastafarium. So the ruling... Why would I want to read it in Polish? I'm not fucking... Okay. Oh, so their technicality was the Ministry of Poland, the Poland's Ministry of Administration, I guess, was supposed to allow them a 2-month extension for submitting documents, and they didn't do that. So because they didn't get that extension, they were like, well, fuck it. You can get it.
Interesting.
Who cares? It's officially original.
That had to have started in the U.S., though, right?
I mean, it must have. I can't see, like, that's just too stupid to start anywhere else.
I don't see Poland or New Zealand starting that shit up.
I don't know. They got those fucking kiwi birds down there. Those things are pretty wacky. But yeah, that shit's so fucking funny, dude. Like, I don't know.
Ramadan.
I mean, there's so many, like, little fucking minestrone. Oh, like, I'm fucking minestrone. Like, do you have that on your, like, you got cards, like, business cards, like, say minestrone? Oh, my God. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, that has to have been started. Oh, of course it was started as a joke. I think it probably just got carried away. People got too deep into it, and they're like, well, now I have to believe it.
But no, I mean, okay, so I'm not going to fucking Google this. I'm so tired of looking at the fucking pasta shit. But, so, unbeknownst to us, now, it's now gone from a joke to being a legalized religion. Like, do they fucking practice this shit? So they're like, are they going to make churches? Are they going to have fucking, like, it's that cycle of, like, something, you made fun of something.
Yeah.
Because it's could only become a joke in the face of, like, Christianity.
Yeah.
And be like, well, fuck you. This is what I believe in. You made up a god, so I did too.
Yeah.
And now it's like, now it's what you believe in. And
Yeah.
now you're just as bad as the fucking person. You're just as bad as the people you were fucking hating on. You know what I mean? Like, so now you're like, okay, now I'm a fucking pastafarian. And I believe in a flying spaghetti monster with meatballs. And why only 2 meatballs? Like, why not just spaghetti?
I don't know.
I think they drew it and it was like, this looks gross. You gotta put meatballs in it.
Let's put 2 giant meatballs.
What's really off-putting is those snail eyes.
Ah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's those fucking stock eyes of like, ugh, gross.
Not cute like a snail at all.
No, snails are super cute.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm all starting the Church of Fatties, dude.
Waiting for that to get started up. You think there'd be a weight limit on the Church of Fatties?
Like, to get in?
Yeah.
Like, sorry, bro.
250 or over only.
Yeah. You're not a fatty. But I mean, all are welcome if you got a gorge, bro.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you can gorge, don't come in here eating that fucking weak shit.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking put down plates. You know what I mean? Maybe that's it. It's not a weight limit. You gotta, like,
Plate limit.
yeah, you gotta fucking come hard. Like, you gotta pile that shit on. And if you could finish 2 giant plates, then all right, we'll get you in there.
You're part of the church.
You gotta start as an altar boy. Fucking
Refilling everybody's waters and shit.
get rid of my dishes. We're gonna have a lot of background noise right now. But oh, moving is so gluttony. I don't know, fucking dude. I think sinning is such a,
So many things are considered sinful.
yeah. I mean, anything's a sin.
Yeah.
And anything could be gluttonous.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, who's to say, you know, if gluttony itself is the sin, then, I mean, working out, you could be gluttonous for that.
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck, I gotta work out 6 times a day. Fucking, 6 days a week, 3 hours a day, and then you're like, okay, well, you're a glutton for fucking working out.
But would you still be a glutton since you're making the temple that is your body stronger and healthier?
Well, see, that passage I don't think it's just saying, love the temple, and gluttony in its food form is destroying the temple. But like they said in the thing, gluttony was, like wealth,
Yeah.
all that shit too. So I think, like, anything that's
you can't
I
get
think
enough.
they
of.
really try to like make it a sin. Is like if you're not super focused on God, then it's a sin.
Yeah.
And anything that takes your
Focus away.
yeah, it takes the predominant
Anything that keeps you
focus.
from putting your 10% inside of that donation plate, that's taking you away from God.
So fucking stupid.
Yeah, man.
Like, what if people, it's just like, I always think, like, what if fucking, aliens and this stupid fucking shit, like, just outsiders in general, like, seeing, like, the U.S. of, like, or the world in general, like, just the dumb shit
Yeah.
that, like, people believe in or that people, like, change their lives for, and to just, like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe that's why they haven't contacted us. Well, what was I going with this? Oh, Calvin and Hobbes. Are you a fan of Calvin and Hobbes?
yeah.
There's this one comic strip I remember
Ooh, Rochissimo.
looking at, or where Calvin and
Our first
Hobbes
guest.
are.
No.
Calvin and Hobbes are walking through like a field or something. They come along a tree stump, and I think Calvin says, I think the surest evidence that, what was it? The surest evidence that aliens do exist is that they haven't.
Yeah, that they haven't come.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're definitely like the fucking Florida of the
because
fucking
Yeah.
universe.
Because honestly, for like if an alien was to come, they'd be like, "You guys are still killing each other over oil."
Yeah, they got wrist deep in an asshole. They're like, gross. You guys are fucking sick.
Yeah, man, I'm a big believer in aliens. I believe that shit.
So I'm not really a believer in anything. I'm more of a like, I mean, if I see it, cool.
Yeah.
If not, then I'm not like, I don't put like my faith in it.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm not like faith in that way of like, I believe, but just like, I've never seen it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say you're wrong if you believe in it.
Yeah.
Okay, you believe in it, that's cool. I've never seen it. Mm-hmm. So I can't say that I believe it or not. I think it's highly plausible. Because like, fuck, dude, like this place is so big.
Yeah.
Unless it's all a lie. Like, it's
Unless
the
we are
Matrix.
living in a
Yeah.
simulation.
Unless it's all just a fucking big fucking scam. But who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? So I'm not gonna be that person that's like, no, this is the way it is. This is what you're wrong. Because it's like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I've never seen aliens. I've never seen the other side of death. I've never seen, I've never seen any of that shit. I've never seen an angel. I've never seen an act of God. I don't fucking know. Like, I like proving stuff. That's why I don't buy that's why I don't like buying shit online.
Yeah.
I like to touch it with my hands. Like, I will buy shit online. I'd buy shit online all the time. But, like, usually after, maybe finding it in the real world and, like, fucking touching it and seeing it and then be like, okay, I'll buy it because it's cheaper online.
Yeah.
But
Most of the times it is cheaper online.
yeah, for sure. It might take you 17 weeks to get there. But
That's all right. Yeah. Well, my belief in aliens isn't like religious in a sense or anything like that.
no, yeah, I wouldn't say that, but
It's just like how you said, the universe is so big. Like how can the
like, what a
Earth-
waste if
Yeah.
there's nothing else out there,
Yeah, for real. And also just the way that I see it too, going back to like the religion aspect. If I was God and I was looking at Earth, and the humans, I'd be like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna start someplace else and not give them free will.
Yeah, and even just on that point alone, like even if he didn't think this was a failure, like you think he created this giant fucking universe and just was like, one ball's good enough. Like, why create the rest of it? You know what I mean? That's like he built a fucking house and he built a 40 billion room mansion and put one toilet in it. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're gonna put another bathroom somewhere. Like, that's stupid. You gonna be on this side of the house and you gotta go fucking way the fuck over here. Like, like it's just it doesn't make sense in that aspect either. Like, if there is a God and he created this world, then like why wouldn't he have created other shit?
Others, yeah.
Like, you're just gonna do the one? Like, no.
No.
There's like a fucking planet where dinosaurs worked out. Or something, like, you know, like who knows? Fucking shit. Dinosaurs with like fucking armor and shit, fucking battling it out. That'd be sick.
With like machine guns attached to like their shoulders and stuff. Lasers coming out of their eyes.
Freaking laser beams.
Yeah, man.
So, kind of in a roundabout way, it leads me to this story this little fucking thing I thought about. So it started from, I was listening to a podcast, motherfucking TESD. I love that pod. Tell them Steve, Dave, great podcast. Love those guys. They posed a question. They were kind of, I guess they talked about it off air or whatever, but they started talking about it on air was, somebody had asked, like, what would you rather have? Would you rather live 5 years as a superhero or be immortal?
I might be alone in this, but I'm not a fan of being immortal.
That was the consensus. Was like, ugh, immortal, like all the shit that comes along with it, like watching everybody you know die. Which is like the main thing, you know.
And also, I feel like if you're immortal, you have 100% chance of being stuck somewhere that you can't get out of. You know, like, what was that movie that James Franco was in? 127 Hours or some shit like that?
Oh, where he got his arm trapped in a fucking...
Like, if you're immortal and you're stuck there...
Well, yeah, but you could... What's to say... So that was another part of the thing, like, what is entailing immortal? Are you a vulnerable human being, you just live forever?
I see.
Could you end your own life?
Could you still starve?
Could you get cancer? Or fucking, like, who knows? You know? Mm-hmm. Well, I think immortality... I think that in itself would give way to, like, you're not getting sick.
Yeah.
So cancer, leukemia, all those cancers and, like, fucking... that shit, like heart disease and lung disease, those are probably just out the door.
So,
as a given. But like car accidents, plane crashes, fires, fucking shit like that, like, would you still be invulnerable? Like, immortality doesn't mean, it just means you live forever, but it doesn't mean, like, I guess, what is the caveat of immortality? Like, so, and then they kind of got into that too, was like, well, are you immortal and you can't die? Like, from outside forces? Like, would you feel pain? Like, if you could not die and it meant, like, legit you can't fucking die, but would you still feel pain? Like, if you were on fire, would you just be burning and feel that pain, but you cannot die? You know what I mean? Like, that would fucking suck.
That would.
So that led me to thinking of, like, because they said, like, oh, what if you, like, watched everything fucking fall apart and the world disintegrated and then you're fucking floating in space? You know, and I was like, well, what if that happened? What if all the aliens in the past was, like, this immortal person had been floating through space, being immortal, and then the fucking world started again.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, I'm going to try and help this shit out. And it's like, so the story would be kind of like a bumbling, like, serious, but more comedy, like, of him. And I thought it would be neat to, like, put in, like, real specific shit of, like, the, you know, like, the paintings of, like, people. Yeah. And there's, like, I don't know how old, this is a couple years old, but they found this, there's, like, this painting in this post office. So we got to bring it up. There's a painting in this post office, and it brought this, like, fucking... Everybody was, like, up in arms because it's like, holy shit, it's a painting of, it's called, let's see, it's called fucking, the painting is called, it's called The Settling of the fucking Commonwealth or something like that. The artist is named Pinchon, and he was born in 1937. Right. Oh, sorry. So the guy who painted it his name was Romano. And he painted this picture, this settling thing, in 1937, and it's a picture of like the settling of this place in like Massachusetts and New England.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so this is the painting, and what's got everybody up in arms, I don't know if you can see it, what everybody's fucking talking about. So there's a lot of shit, a lot of Native Americans. There's like a dude in a pink fucking outfit.
Yeah.
Like, they're like trading. There's a dude tied up and shit. But what everybody's focused on is this Indian Native American sitting in this, what looks like a fucking wooden bathtub, holding what looks like a fucking iPhone.
Yeah. Huh.
Right? So it clearly looks like, I mean, it's like a square brick.
Yeah.
It's the same thickness. It's black. And it looks like he's literally like holding it like a cell phone, like thumb on the screen.
Huh.
And everybody's like, well, what the fuck? And this is just in this post office in Massachusetts.
Huh.
And the painting is like, you know, fucking way before cell phones. But then people are like, oh, well, it's a mirror. You know, like...
Could be.
But it's such a weird, like, it's a weirdly specific shape. You know what I mean? Like, you think, I don't know if they had mirrors, A, that small, because it's literally the size of a cell phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
B, that they would be, like, back then, like, not as ornate. Like, you know, you see all those old mirrors, and they were, like, that was something back in this time was, like, almost a thing of the wealth. Mm-hmm. Like, a wealthy person had a mirror, and, like, poor people probably had, like, polished steel that they fucking, you know, like those shitty gas station bathroom fucking mirrors. Like, nobody just had, like, oh, this is my pocket mirror.
Yeah.
Here, let me just bust this fucking thing out. But, so this is, like, so that would be, like, these historical references of, like, that would be, like, the end of the, you know, if it's, like, a graphic novel, like, that would be the end of, like, this is where you fucked up. Like, and this is something that's left over from this guy. But, like, the bumbling, like, of this immortal dude who's like, oh, shit, I've been fucking floating in eternity, and now there's a chance. And, like, he fucked up and killed the dinosaurs somehow. Like, he fucking, like, he keeps trying to, like, make it better. Yeah. But he just keeps making it the same. You know, so it wasn't, and it wouldn't even be, like, it's not even better or worse. It's just like, oh, my
It's always the same
fuck.
shit.
He's trying to make it better, and it's like, God damn it. You know, like, it's the same shit. Like, he fucks up and trips and knocks over Hitler's painting, and he gets mad, and so now he's not a fucking artist anymore, and he becomes a dictator. But you know what I mean? Like stupid. I thought that would be funny. Like, what if, you know, like, what if you were immortal? Like, what would you do after floating in the abyss after this world ends and another Big Bang happens? The Big Bang, you know, whatever fucking created this world.
But, well, then that goes to pose the question, like, since it's a vacuum in space, no air friction or anything like that, how could you be sure that you just stay floating in one spot, you know? Wouldn't you just keep...
Well, I mean, so I'm just basing it on, like, space movies and, like, shit like that, where if you, like, jumped, there's nothing to stop you, so you would just keep going in that direction, right? So if you're at the end of the Earth, so, like, you're immortal, and you make it to the end of this world, and the end of this world is a fucking explosion. Yeah. Then that explosion's like, and propelling you off into space, you know, and then maybe at some point you stop. Would you? Like, I don't know. Like, is that how space works? Like, would you stop if you...
I think you'd have to hit into something. Because it's zero gravity. No air, no way to, like... nothing to slow you down. Because there's no air to cause friction. No gravity. No outside force working against you.
So what if you just ended up somewhere else? You would just, like, what if you hit a planet? Well, that would fucking suck when you're, like, stuck on Uranus for fucking, you know, like, or one of those, like, super uninhabitable.
Yeah, those noxious planets.
Yeah, like, it's just like noxious what is that? What's the planet that's had, like, a 2,000 year fucking storm that's been happening? Like, it's like
Venus?
Like Venus, yeah, one of those things where it's just been, like, storm a brewing for, like, fucking thousands of years. Here's what I think is funny. Of all the cell phone bullshit about this painting, if you look in the back corner, there's a fucking witch flying on a broom, right? So, like, like, so I don't know. This guy might have just been high as fuck and just painted some weird square. But so I think that's fucking hilarious, because, like, this dude's about to beat the shit out of this guy. Yeah. Which he's tied up to like a post, but he's white, so it's cool. But yeah, there's just some fucked up weird shit. Like, I mean, but that's clearly like a fucking witch on a broom. Like,
Yep.
But yeah, that shit's fucking funny. I don't know. All right, we're back. So we had to stop and move. We were too close to the inside of that open air area, so we had to move closer to the street. Yeah, so I think that's fucking hilarious. But
Well, but then with the Native American holding the cell phone, it brings to mind time travel.
yeah.
You know, who's to know if that's a real thing or not? You know.
You never know. You know, that was another thing that was talked about. I don't want to like siphon off their content.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting fucking thing. I learned it. I'm sharing it with everybody else that maybe hasn't heard it again. So they do this. Sometimes one of the podcasts they call them overkills, and they do like the dudes will bring in something like about aliens or like Bigfoot or like conspiracy, and it's like that kind of, or like ghosts or shit like that. But the one dude was talking about how Trump is a time traveler. And that they have like proof because so apparently like Trump's uncle was like a scientist and like into this shit and like into Nikola Tesla and all this stuff, and apparently like I'm skimming, I'm only trying to remember what I heard, but that his uncle, who he was like super close to, was like into time travel, and that he made it happen, and that Trump is like time traveled, and that like things he said are like like nuclear
That's
shit.
why he
like,
thought Frederick Douglass was alive.
did he think that?
Yeah, he thought that. Like
Oh,
only
shit,
a couple
dude.
months ago.
Oh shit, maybe he's jumping back and forth.
He thought he was alive and someone else was dead, but they're very much alive. I forget who.
Oprah Winfrey.
Huh?
Oprah Winfrey.
No, I forget who he thought was dead. Oh, damn. Now it's going to bug me.
You Google it.
But yeah. It's all those little, like, geez, what if he is? Holy moly.
Wouldn't that be like fucking some crazy shit?
And what if all the shit that he's enacting now is because he's seen what happens?
Yeah, like that was one of the things that like bring it like, okay, so like who else could say all this dumb shit and get away with it?
Yeah.
Because like what if he's got to say this dumb shit because he knows that he's gonna be fucking he was gonna be president, he was gonna win, he was gonna fucking do all that shit.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I can't.
Ooh, so I don't know how. You ever heard of Snopes.com?
Yeah.
Is that something?
Snopes is like yeah, just looks into like I guess news stories and stuff and debunks them as being real or fake.
Terrible reception out here.
And
So apparently there is a book written in the 1800s that makes eerily specific references to Trump's family, his rise to power, and the fall of... Not loading. Fuck. This is why research is key and doesn't really work in a podcast where you just go off on random tangents. Goddamn, failing me. You're fucking failing me, electronics. But speaking of Trump, did you get something to load?
no.
Oh. Speaking of Trump, I heard a funny thing. It was funny. So I guess he just did like traveled, and he went and like saw fucking Kim Jong-un. Or Kim Jong-il? Which
Jong-un.
Which is Un? Okay, so he went and went to fucking North Korea, and he said this funny thing. So I was watching it last week tonight. It was the fucking John Oliver show, which is fucking fantastic. I fucking love that show. But he said they're interviewing him, and Kim Jong Un's just like sitting there, like listening to his translator or whatever, and he's like, I was proud to cross that line. I didn't know if you were gonna let me like walk over like that literal line or the border or whatever. He's like, I didn't know if you were gonna let me. I waited for your approval, and I didn't know if I was gonna get it, but then you gave it to me, and so I happily stepped over. And he starts making fun of. He's like, "Oh, finally! Like, what a novel idea! You waited for consent, and when it was given to you, then you took the fucking." Like totally playing into all that shit of like all the girls and stuff. Like, what a novel idea! You asked for something, waited for consent, and then when it was given to you, then you did the thing.
All you have to do is ask.
Yeah, man, just say like, "Hey, can I grab your pussy?" Which is it's fucking ridiculous. Like, who does? How do you like? First of all, how does one grab a pussy? Like, I mean, you cup it, like you pinch it,
so.
like you're picking up a taco, like fucking. I mean,
I guess you just cup it, right?
Like a cup check, fucking. Like,
yeah, I guess so.
Like,
because that's really the only place you would be able to grab,
right?
Unless you're like a fucking asshole and grab the labia or some shit.
But that's got to be, like the logistics are fucking wonky at best. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm not trying to disprove the pussy grab. I'm just saying like
we're just trying to figure out how
it's just, like grabbing a dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a bulge. There's a fucking, like it would have to be just cupping, like like fucking sticking a turtle to the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things about that guy I don't know about. Like, is he a time traveler?
Oh, it's loading! Yay! So here's this fucking book. This is not what they were talking about at all online. This is something completely different, talking about him being a time traveler. So apparently this book was written in the 1890s, and it's called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, and contain seemingly eerie connections to modern day politics. So Ingersoll Lockwood wrote these books, Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, and then another book called 1900: The Last President in the 1890s. And it was voted mostly true. So I guess that's fucking for whatever Snopes. So, backed by various pieces of quote-unquote evidence, such as... this is another thing. This was Donald Trump's Uncle John Trump's purported relationship with Nikola Tesla. So let's go look at that. Fuck those books. I want to know Nikola Tesla. He's a fucking genius.
Yep. He wanted to give energy to everybody. Free energy.
If you ever looked up white in the dictionary, that's John Trump. That's looks like a cracked out fucking Walt Disney without a mustache. Not today, thanks. Okay. So in September 1936, John G. Trump, a professor of engineering at MIT, was working the controls and explaining high-speed electrons, ports to a water-cooled target. This is not... Oh, this is one of the quotes that was talking about time travel, was saying that Trump said his uncle, this guy John Trump, used to tell him about nuclear before nuclear was nuclear. So that was like... So they're thinking before nuclear, referring perhaps to the development of hydrogen bombs rather than basic atomic bombs, which occurred when Donald was about 6 years old, or perhaps just the netherworld where things wait until Trump judges them to be fashionable or flashy enough to exist.
Oh, man. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the guy to enact the purge.
And now, see, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm super down for that. You know what I mean?
The planet, or the U.S. definitely needs a culling, you know? But then, it leads me to wonder, if the purge was enacted, would I survive?
Well, it depends on what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
I think those purge movies, right? I've not seen any of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wasn't really. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. People killing people. But the idea is sexy to me. Like it's very tantalizing.
One day, do whatever you want.
Right?
No repercussions.
And I think the whole thing like that is like the. I think they get carried away that most people they're just like, oh, people just want to fucking kill and rape, which I don't think. I think most people want. Most people are gonna want to rob shit.
Yeah.
Like I think most people are gonna like. I don't think even if you had a specific person you wanted to fucking kill, like I'd fucking kill that person. Like I still don't think you'd be like, well, I'm gonna wait for Purge Day and I'm gonna fucking kill him. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of a waste of. Like I think I would wait. Like I would. My goal would be to get as much money so that I could not work until next Purge year.
Yeah.
The next Purge Day. You know what I mean? Like I would spend a year devising a plan of getting into a bank or some shit or robbing something so that I got a bunch of money. Not like trying to murder somebody, like, but so maybe one of the purge years because 24 hours torturing somebody in various ways and like seeing that might be.
Yeah.
That's also tantalizing.
Well, there's also that item on my bucket list that I told you about.
Oh, yes.
That I could definitely do during the purge.
Oh, please do. Fucking, they don't know about your bucket list.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of the things on my bucket list is I want to flay a man.
Specifically a man?
Huh?
Specifically a man?
Or anyone, really.
Or just a person?
Man as in, like, mankind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to see... I want to see what a person looks like when they're still alive without skin. And, like, do it slowly and shit like that. Just that. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing of mine that I've always wondered about.
Now, I know we talked about this before, but I don't remember, like, what are the, besides the actual, like, flaying and, like, seeing, like, is it about seeing the skin come off?
Yeah.
Or is it about, like, their reaction to the skin coming off? Like, what other aspects, like, play into that flaying?
I guess what I really want to see, mostly just the skin, like, coming off. And, like, what it looks like just to have, like, just skin not being held up.
Now, you want to see, like Hellraiser style fucking Frank coming back from the dead? Like, you want to see that internal muscle structure?
Yeah.
So you talk about, like, taking the fat off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So, yeah. Then, after I flay that person, because, honestly, they're going to die. Too much pain.
Just from shock alone.
Yeah, total shock overload. And then after that...
But, I mean, you could hook them up to shit to keep them alive.
You could, definitely.
If that's part of your thing.
And then after that, you can eat them.
Yeah.
Back to the first episode.
So back to episode 1 again.
Yeah.
Of eating people. Well, you don't want to waste.
No, not at all. And I think, like, during that purge day, you save up. Like, you can carve it up, freeze some, and then whenever you get that hunger, just like...
Yeah, but then it becomes illegal again after 24 hours.
Well, that's only if they catch you.
Well, that's contraband, right? You got to like.
But
freeze.
You think that after the purge, they'd go around, like, checking for contraband?
Nah, probably not.
Because the thing is, there's no...
Ooh, that puts a snag in the money sitch.
Yeah. Well, the thing
Fucking
is, anything that you do during that day...
is legal.
It's legal. There's no repercussions. But once that 24 hours is done, you can't be purging or anything.
Right, so but if I stole a bunch of money...
Uh-huh.
Now, during that 24 hours, it was legal for me to steal that money. But now, is that money now deemed illegal after the purge?
I don't think so, because it was gotten...
These are the bills that were stolen.
Because it was gotten by legal means.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, then your meat would be considered like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's my meat.
It's my meat. I went hunting for this shit.
Yeah, that's right. Because, I mean, you can have deer meat in your freezer well
Yeah.
after deer season, so it's not illegal to have it because you fucking killed it during
Yeah.
barbecue that shit. Yeah, I'm just super curious about human meat because that's like,
It's the forbidden meat.
well, not only that, it's just like, I want to see if it's like pork. Like, but that's like the one thing, like, I'm not curious how like cheetah tastes because I think it would just be stringy
Yeah.
and tough. Or like even, other lesser, smaller animals. I guess I'm curious like nutria and fucking all those like, or like going to South America and eating guinea pig and shit and like curious about those things. But those are all legal, so it's not like
Taboo.
denied.
Yeah.
Like give me my human flesh.
Yeah. I don't know. Something about it. It's intriguing. I'm curious about it.
I think there's also like a big sexual aspect to it.
Yeah?
Well, I think like if you think, if you see like how like we relate a lot of like taste and touch and scent and all that stuff to sex, and it's the same with like eating, and then like biting, and
Yeah.
there is like blood play and people doing the like making small cuts and licking it and all that
Sure,
shit.
yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
so I think there's like that's. I mean, I'm not saying for me or you or whatever. I'm just saying like, might that be somebody's logical progression of like the ultimate sexual act of like literally consuming somebody. Because people always say like, I'm gonna fucking devour you, girl. Like, and like,
Now you're part of me.
yeah, like, you throw those words out, you're like, I'm gonna fucking,
Yeah.
Like, well, then you actually like eat a little piece.
That
like,
purge day comes around. And, hey!
It's on, girl. I'm gonna take one of your labia
I'm gonna eat you up.
from the feet up. Yeah, feet would probably be gross. I don't know. I like chicken feet. Chicken feet are pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Chicken feet are good.
It's like eating like sunflower seeds. Like I equate like the same thing. It's like that. It's no real nutritive value.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
It's just like, I mean, it's basically skin,
Skinny.
fucking like and fat.
Yeah.
And like there's
But
no.
it's so good.
Yeah, so good. Oh man, fucking Phu Clam. Whew. They got the bomb chicken feet. They're so good. You ever been to Phu Clam?
No.
Oh man, that's like the spot we go to for dim sum.
What, is that in Chinatown?
Yeah, so in like the Cultural Plaza.
Oh, okay.
So there's what is the other one that's there? There's a real big one. It's
Empire or something like that?
no, it's literally like right next to it.
Ah.
It's fucking Legends.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Legends,
yeah.
They're pretty good. They're good. That was, I think, one of the first dim sum places we went to when we moved here, and it's really good. They have like the it's big. It's like way bigger than Phu Clam.
Yeah.
So they have like the hot carts
Yeah.
that they push around where they're like searing the bean cake and doing that shit. But it's just like like most dim sum places, like they're not as on the ball as you would want them to be. Like you're just like, okay, put some fucking carts moving, Phu Clam is, but I think they're a step up as far as like quality and like flavor and all this, all the fucking like usual suspects are there, and they're just fucking so
Great.
bomb. It's always fucking packed. Like that place gets fucking jamming.
Yeah.
But it's so good. I fucking love it. Their chicken feet are super good.
How do they prepare it?
So it looks steamed. It also, it looks like they braise them maybe.
Oh, okay.
There's like this sticky. It's not overly sweet. It's very.
Is it like the black bean?
No, it's dark, but it's actually. Hey, I actually have a picture. Let's see if I have a fucking picture. So yeah, you can see like it's like pepper and fucking.
Oh, okay.
There's like and these fucking things. That's one chicken foot.
That's huge.
Like that fucking thing was like this fuck. Like they're fucking fatties, dude. Like the fucking pads on those things are, and it's just like meltingly tender. Like you literally, it's like the fucking stick it in your mouth and you can bring it out clean. Like it just fucking. It's fucking delicious. Like, so fucking good. Fuklam, yeah. So, and if you sit by the windows, you can see all the old dudes playing fucking cards and shit. Oh, dude, those dudes are fuck, they go hard out there, dude. Jesus Christ. Like, I've never seen so many fucking old Asian dudes in one place in my life.
Ah.
Like, it's just fucking, it's like infested is the only word to say. Like, and they're just like...
Oh, are those those tables right along the river?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Dude, like,
yeah.
Fuck. And then the fucking thing, like, I've never seen this outside of when I lived in Baltimore, but dudes just slanging shit they've stolen.
Ah.
Like, homeless dudes with backpacks full of shit
Yep.
that they fucking jacked from, like, CVS or Walmart or whatever. Like, liquor bottles with the fucking... Those fucking security fucking tags on them. Like the fucking big black security dude. I seen a dude out there slanging bags of rice.
What?
Like literal
Damn.
fucking like 15-pound bags of fucking rice. Which is like, well, fucking know your fucking audience, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, getting that cheap rice.
Chinatown's the place to be.
But dude, dude's like so slanging liquor, fucking dude's selling socks, fucking rice. Just like toilet paper, fucking like, dude, like toothbrushes, like it's crazy,
everything.
dude. It's fucking like, it's like the perfect like eating fucking dim sum, and like people watching these fucking like these old Asian dudes play and like play poker, and then like you see them winning shit and then spending that money to buy shit from like homeless dudes that are jacking in from other stores. Like fucking, it's great, dude. But yeah, they get intense out there, dude. Like, and no chicks, all dudes.
Yeah,
just straight up, just dudes fucking playing cards. I don't think I've ever seen them play mahjong. They're all playing some kind of poker, and they get like legit. Don't look at my shit. Like these dudes like you see them shuffling, and everybody's like fucking huddled in, and there's always like 4 dudes playing, and then like 19 dudes around them like watching them play, and the dudes will get their cards, and then. No, not even that, dude. They fucking like walk away from the table. Like they'll get their hand and they'll fucking like take like 10 steps away and like look at their shit, like fan it out and like ooh, and I'm like, Jesus, dude, it's like fuck. They're taking it seriously. Like,
they must have some money on that
like,
game.
Dude, I've never seen piles of money, but I've seen dudes fucking counting stacks for sure. Like when they win, but that shit's fucking funny stuff, dude. There's a terrible dim sum place there though.
Yeah.
That my wife's coworker recommended, and it was bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing was like one of the draws was like they make these, like the jindui, you know, the fucking bean paste, the
sesame ball.
Yeah, the sesame ball, but they make it in the shape of a carrot, and it's like orange and it looks like a carrot.
Oh, okay.
And it's like I was like, oh, okay, you know, Instagram fucking. It's fucking so bad, dude.
Yeah.
And it's packed all the time. Like, every time we go by it to go to Fuklam, there's, like, a shit ton of people there.
Oh.
And, like, a shit ton of Asian people.
Oh.
Which is always like, oh, there's a shit ton of Asian people, and it must be good, you know? But, I don't know if it's just because they get the fresh shit or whatever, but, like, all their stuff was just, like, out on a counter.
Oh.
And, like, you ordered it, and they're like, take the plate from the fucking counter and put it on your table. I'm like, this shit is cool. Like, it's not even, like, it's not even steamed. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how old is this fucking pork hash, dude? Like, it was just bad. It was just, like, and the fucking jindui was, like, it was just, like, cold and gummy. Like, it was, you know, like an old fucking, an old fried thing. Like, it was just fucking bad, dude. It was not
I
good.
love that shit, man.
Yeah, we was to fucking we would go to San Francisco all the time, and that was the first time I had like those giant ones. It was, those things were fucking good. It was just like this fucking like cantaloupe sized fucking but like the same amount of bean fucking like the black sugar. Like it's still got that little like the little black sugar in the middle. It's like all right, dude, you gotta put a little more in this. Like, fuck, dude, come on. You can make this giant fucking ball and you don't put any more in it. But they were fucking. Anyway, that was cool. Just to, like, have like a giant fucking.
Yeah. Or that place might be crowded just because of overflow.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I always fucking see.
Always packed. But then again, every time you go to dim sum, everywhere is packed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's fucked, dude. That's like restaurants on this island.
Yeah.
Like, you could pick any day of the week, and it's dinner time, and you go to fucking, like, Cattleman's or Applebee's or whatever, and it's just, like, an hour wait. Like, what the fuck? Like, does nobody fucking make dinner on this fucking island? Like, everybody eats the fuck out, like, every fucking night? When I thought about starting a podcast, I thought about where would I host it, who would listen to it, and what was the easiest way to get started doing that. And I found out that Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
When you think about it, just on this island, there's almost 1 million people.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
There's like 750,000 people.
Oh, shit, there's more people in San Diego.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like, it's like, I think San Diego County has like 1.2.
Oh.
And like
geez.
LA is like fucking pushing 2. It's gotta
Yeah.
be pushing 2. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how much bigger this is than. I don't know how much bigger Hawaii is than San Diego.
In San Diego.
I mean, it's got to be big, but I mean, like California is like one of the biggest states.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know.
I think also just San Diego has a bigger city
Yeah.
than Hawaii, or because Honolulu is our biggest city.
Which is like,
And,
where
yeah.
the fuck does that even start? Like, I've lived here for fucking 5 years, and I don't know, like, when people are like, downtown, I'm like, is that Chinatown? Is that Waikiki? Like, what is downtown?
Oh.
Like, what the fuck is downtown?
So from Ala Park up to like where we are now, that's considered Honolulu.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, like, the little city, like, right past Chinatown and
Yeah.
right before, like, Ward
Yeah.
is downtown?
Yeah.
Okay. See, like, that's what I mean. It's like, what the fuck? Like, people are like, oh, I'm going downtown. I'm like, where is that? I don't know. You mean Chinatown? No. Waikiki, no. Downtown. I'm like, so the middle? Like, I don't know where you're going.
It could be. Oh, is there a restaurant called Downtown?
No, they're talking about, like,
Oh.
or they say, like, in town. That's more common, I think,
Yeah.
saying, like, I'm going into town. And I'm like, well, there's 1,000 towns. Like, what is town? Like, Kapolei's a town?
Yeah,
Like,
I honestly think just going to town means like Honolulu and the surrounding area. So like Ala Moana, Waikiki,
yeah.
and all that stuff. Because nobody says, "Oh, I'm going to town" when they talk about going to Kalihi. It's
Right.
always like
Yeah.
from Honolulu.
Who the fuck
like,
goes to Kalihi?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to Mapuna Puna. Like, why? I gotta get ice. No. The fuck you think, man? Gotta have it.
Yeah. Whenever people say in town, like they could mean like Waikiki or Ala Moana or
Anywhere that's not where they're currently at.
yeah. Pretty
Okay,
much.
so that's it's an amorphous geological. It's an amorphous geographical fucking location.
Yeah, I've heard downtown, in town, town side.
Because that's always like, like, and like what TNC Surf, yeah, Town and Country,
Yeah.
fucking, that's like, you're just splitting the island in half.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like there's an equatorial line down the middle of the island, and anything north of it is country.
Yeah.
And anything south of that is town.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's the Ko'olau mountain range.
that shit was started. That shit was started in Aiea,
Yeah.
that little surf shop, which is like, is that town? That's That's not country. That's definitely not country. It's a fucking Pearl Harbor base.
Shit, dude. Yeah. I've never really taken the time to figure out where town is. Yeah. I've always just assumed it was
just a state of mind, man.
Yeah, man.
Town is wherever you want it to be, man. This isn't like Hollywood town, man. Fuck, dude. Shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
I think it's always funny that whenever I do a stupid white guy, it's always that like
California
surfer.
burnout surfer.
I
I think that's everyone's go-to for a white guy.
I think it's also because I do a shitty pigeon. So I can't do pigeon at all. But, I think we've talked about that where it just comes out fucking.
Yeah.
Hey, shoots. Oh,
shoots.
All of a sudden I'm from Minnesota, real close to Canada. Eh? Oh, bro. It just doesn't come out right.
Yeah, man. Well, as one thing I do appreciate is that you don't try to make it like, you know?
I don't fucking care.
Because there are really only like 3 times I speak pidgin. When I'm joking around, when I'm hanging out with my like super local friends and stuff, or when I'm about to fight. Those are the only 3 times like I'll speak pidgin. Because I don't know, something about getting into a fight. He's like, what, bro? Like, go, fuck, what?
It's like fucking just getting country hulked out. Oh shit!
Because fucking, when you think about it, mokes are just like the rednecks of Hawaii.
Yeah,
that's all they are.
Yeah, and I didn't say that.
No, I said that.
Yeah, he said that. I mean, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just think, like, I don't know. I've always had, like, this is an unpopular opinion, and it's, like, racist. It's all those things. But with, like, the Ebonics and Pidgin and things like, it's just, to me, it's a negative thing. And I'm a complete outsider. I have no connection to this place whatsoever. My wife is from here, born and raised.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's got uncles that are super, you know, local Pidgin, you know, like they talk like that, and it's all. But to me, it came from, you know, knowing very little about where it came from, that it was started as, you know, a shorthand for Polynesian people and travelers to be able to talk to different Polynesians because there was no shared language, and it was a shorthand, and then it became this, like, where it's now like Ebonics, like it's like a dumbed down version of a language.
Definitely. Well, the way that it started was in the plantations.
Yeah.
So that people could converse with each other. Like, Pidgin nowadays is completely different from what it was when it first started. And honestly, I think it's dying. Like, as more and more people get educated, I guess, they see not necessarily the foolishness in it, but like there's no need for it, really.
Yeah.
And I think once you take away the necessity for it to be around, it gets it.
But I mean, like I said, like
slowly.
that necessity's been gone for how many decades?
Yeah, it definitely has. I think it just the older generations talking like that around the younger kids, they pick it up and stuff like that, and they just carry it on.
Because my interactions with those quote unquote type of people it comes off uneducated, like just disrespectful, and not the language, the people that are associated with constantly talking in that way as being like quote unquote like fucking ghetto. Yeah. They're just like just hustling pieces of shit. Yeah. Basically. You know what I mean?
And definitely.
Like, and that's how Ebonics was too, where it was just like, it's that ghetto slang and you're fucking ghetto. And like, why the thing for me, and it's not just this culture, it just happens to be that this culture has that as well. Of like, why hang on to that? that negative, because even in this culture,
Yeah.
and you being a part of that culture, it still comes off as like that's like not the worst part of you, but like it's something that's like it's a negative.
Yeah.
And I think, and I've seen that from a lot, I've heard that from a lot of like local people, that it's like it's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like, and like a lot of local people that are like, ugh, I hate people that talk like that.
Yeah.
It's just like so fucking, and it's like, well, why pick those things as a point of pride? You know what I mean? Like, it's no use. It makes you seem stupider than you may be. Like, why hold on to that?
Yeah. Definitely. I think it's back to that whole...
And no way trying to be like, you should fucking straighten up and whitewash, bro. And fucking, like, get with the program. Like, nobody's ever going to take you seriously. But it's like, it's true, though. Nobody's going to take you seriously.
No, absolutely.
And like...
Yeah. Growing up, my mom made it a point to speak to us in proper English. Like, I didn't learn Pidgin from my mom. I learned it from working on a ranch, hanging out with my country-ass friends.
Your Paniolo friends?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it goes back to that whole, when we talked a couple episodes back about how people don't like it when you fuck with their food culture here. I think it's the same way, just with like that, I guess it's an official language now. They don't want people... Yeah, it's considered an official language now.
Pidgin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I
got
agree
a
with
Bible.
you. Huh?
Pick that up as a joke for my wife. Picked it up for the Pidgin Bible, Bible,
Yeah.
and the Jesus,
The Jesus book.
Yeah, it's,
Bro, I get a couple of copies, no way. No, I definitely agree. Like, it's definitely something, for me anyway, I don't talk like that all the time because it does make you seem uneducated and like an idiot sometimes and stuff like that.
But you slip into it as with your friends as like a social acceptability kind of thing.
Because we can all speak proper English. Like I have a friend who's a lawyer. He can't speak Pidgin. Well, he can now because it's an official language.
In the courtroom,
but he doesn't.
The judge.
Hey, judge.
Shoot, innocent, bro.
Yeah. All my friends they have very I just lost the word. But their professions, they're required
They're educated and well spoken.
Yeah, well spoken.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But when it's all of us together,
You devolve.
it just
No.
it just like we just go back to it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like a comfort kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just like, I don't know what it is. But I'm not just going to go to some random person and be like, hey, what? Get change.
Yeah, you're like,
I'll go, oh, excuse me, do you have $1 that you can spare? Yeah.
Quit panhandling, homeless man. Get away from me, brown boy. Ugh, you're so dirty.
Yeah, I think it's dying out just because it's been so far removed and there really is no necessity for it anymore.
Yeah.
Like before,
This is going to be a hot button episode, bro.
Yeah. Like before,
Good thing nobody listens to us that lives here. Well, a couple
we have
people
a few
do.
listens.
Yeah, we do. Some local
But-
listeners.
like even before smartphones and shit like that, when I was a tour guide, I found that speaking to the people I was being the tour guide with, speaking to them in Pidgin, they would understand a lot more than if I spoke like proper English.
Yeah.
Like
What were you giving tours for?
it was-
Like a lot of local like Pidgin speaking.
no, like Japanese tourists. And
Oh.
shit. Yeah. And like a lot of the kids, they'd be the ones who were learning English.
Yeah.
Because the older generation, they didn't really
But fuck it.
care too much.
Fuck Whitey.
So I talked to them, and then I realized, like, as I was talking, like, properly, they'd look at confused and stuff like that. So I was like, I tried giving it a shot in Pidgin, and they would understand a lot easier. I think also because Pidgin takes out a lot of, like, the superlatives, like...
Yeah, it's very like...
Yeah.
I don't want. I mean, I was like caveman-y, but
Yeah.
it's very like
No, it's very like
you go down.
be hungry.
Like, yeah.
fire hot, burn hand.
Mac salad. Two scoop rice.
But I think because it took away all the words that the Japanese don't necessarily have words for, they were able to comprehend it a lot more.
Huh.
But now with fucking
But see, you were using it in the way it was intentionally meant to be.
so that people of different languages could speak to each other. But yeah, now with like Google Translate and stuff like that,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
fucking. Dude, they got
it's-
those earpieces now.
yeah,
Those shits
yeah.
are crazy. They're like supposedly like you just pop that bitch in your ear
Yeah.
and it like instantly fucking
I-
translates whatever you're
I've
hearing.
always wondered how accurate those were, though.
Probably not. I mean, they got fucking. You can't get speech to text to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's. What the fuck did you just call me? I'm a hair coat hanger. What?
The fuck is that?
But yeah, I always thought this like any culture.
They have their slang.
Yeah, other slang and it always comes to of like making fun of people that try to speak that way, like an outsider, and like it's always so funny to hear. Like I don't know why people try to adapt.
Yeah. Honestly, I
fucking-
don't like when they do that.
Yeah, I mean it's first of all why.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to fucking. It's not like you're in Japan and you're like picking up Japanese.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to pick, you know what I mean? Like, English is the predominant language here. Like, Pidgin is, even if it's recognized as language, it's not like the language of Hawaii. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't need to say shoots. You don't need to
Yeah.
fucking say dakine every 5 seconds. Like, I mean, or whatever else, like, you know. Shaka.
Sometimes it works, though. Like, shoots, I think, for me, is just like I say it all the time. But,
It's just an affirmative.
yeah.
Like, shoots. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Or like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shoots.
Yeah, see where I'm from. Shoot is just like, as white people speak for gosh darn it.
Oh, yeah.
Shoots. And it's not with an S either. It's just like, shoot.
Yeah.
Which is not very popular. Whites have the worst slang. I think, like, there's no good white slang. And I wouldn't even think, like, I mean, I guess the closest white slang you get at would be, like, Southern. Would be, like, the white, like, style of, like, pidgin ebonics. But even, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Is it slang or is it just an accent?
Well, no, I'm thinking, you know, like, I'm talking about, like weird little words that mean something, but, like, they don't. Like, we were talking about that with fucking
Keith.
Dude, like,
Oh!
nobody knows who that is.
God damn.
Fuck, we're just not saying our names.
Oh, okay.
Fuck Keith. No. That's just an amorphous white name. Nobody fucking knows. But like the little shit in like Pittsburgh or like Pennsylvania, like they have those weird like
Yen?
yins,
Yins?
yeah, yins instead of like you guys or you
Yeah.
all or whatever. It was like yins going to fucking, which is like who the fuck? Where did that come from? But you know, it's all rooted in like probably like Dutch,
Yeah.
maybe because that's a huge culture
Yeah.
there, like the Dutch people living there. So who knows if that's a fucking
Yeah, definitely.
yins. But you know, like I think it's like those little things. Like, you know, California doesn't really have, I guess, Spanish. Spanglish is like California's fucking. But I mean, most people don't.
I know a lot of Californians who say "nar," shred the "nar."
Yeah, so I think that's what I was kind of getting to. Like, I think like that slang is more of like shortening words, but that's just kind of like now it's like a millennial thing. But I think it did kind of start in that like surfing California culture of like, this 4-letter word is too long, bro. I don't want to say gnarly. I'll say gnar.
Fab, fam.
Yeah, like all that shit is fucking. I don't know. Was fam white? I think fam was Ebonics. Like,
Oh,
that might be a black thing. Fam, what up, fam?
oh, yeah, maybe.
But I think, slang, I think needs, like, in my opinion, slang should be a totally different word than what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, just shortening it shouldn't be slang.
Yeah.
You know, like, when I hear a slang word, I want it to be like when you say poon.
Oh.
Like, that's a slang word. You know, like, that's fucking... It means what it means, but it's not the same thing. You know what I mean? It's not like pussy. You're like, get that poon, bro.
Like chi-chi?
Yeah, like, that's like, you know, it's like a funky word for something, you know, like a code word, you know. Like, because back in the day when somebody started fucking saying that, nobody fucking knew what the fuck poon was. Like, hey, bro, you want to go get that poon? And they're like, People are like, what the fuck? I'm like, we're talking about vaginas. But the new slang, of course, is fucking emojis.
Oh, yeah. I gotta get on my emoji game.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I don't know.
Which I guess is actually the old slang. Pictographs. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Fuck
where
yeah, that's true.
that's where it started.
Damn it.
So I mean, it's really not new.
Yeah.
It's just more variety. But who needs a fucking zombie?
Updated graphics.
Yeah. So I got a new iPhone, and I don't use emojis. But for this podcast, I started doing Twitter and stuff, and emojis. Fuck it, you know, like use emojis. So to my knowledge, before there was only like white. Like it was just or yellow, you know, like Simpsons fucking, like that was it was just like yellow hands, yellow smiley faces, yellow this, whatever. Now, and then they went and it was like, now there's like a spectrum of colors for each emoji. And when you first use that emoji, when you click on it, instead of just clicking it and it just sends that emoji, you have to pick which color you want that emoji to be.
Why?
Because you don't want to trigger anybody. You know, you don't want
That's why you keep them all
it's a
yellow.
microaggression, bro.
That's why you keep them all yellow.
Right? But then it's like, then why did Asians get all the emojis? That's not fair. So it's not just the fact of you have to pick your color now, is that is now the color.
The color.
So when you click on that emoji again, it just sends that color.
Oh.
It doesn't make you pick it again. So it's like, you're fucking pigeonholing me into, what if I want to use a black fucking wizard one day and a fucking Mexican wizard the other day? You know what I mean? Or like, I want my middle finger to be Haitian. You know, like whatever spectrum fucking brown it is. You know what I mean? Like, so like now the emojis I've picked, I just started picking random colors. Because now that's what they are.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, like, why? Because to my knowledge before, it was like a pop-up menu. Like if you held.
Yeah.
If you clicked it, it would send it. But if you held it, you could pick which color you wanted. And then you could do that every time. But now it's like you pick that color and now it's that color. Like I don't think you could change it.
Can you choose the yellow?
Yeah. The yellow is the default. But that's what I was saying. So... yellow is the, let's go to the fucking Tweety Twats. Tweety Twats. What?
No, just PC.
Oh, yeah.
PC
so,
culture.
Emoji. So,
everywhere.
So, they're all, the faces are inherently yellow.
Yeah.
But see the ones that I've picked?
Yeah.
So now, that just goes.
I like how
But I can't choose another color.
Yeah. That's weird.
I'm now stuck with white shaka. Right? Which, like, you know what I mean? So, stuck with white shaka, stuck with fucking, let's see an emoji I have any, thumbs down. See, boom. You click it and it's like, okay, well, you want yellow thumbs down, Caucasian, tan,
more
Mexican,
tan?
more tan, then you got like, and then it's like black.
Yeah.
Like, straight
That's
up.
like blackface black, kind of.
Well, I mean, if you look real close, it's like dark brown.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, it might as well be black.
So if you choose yellow, does it stay yellow?
So yeah, so I'll choose yellow for thumbs down. And now, it's fucking yellow. But it's like, why don't I get a choice for pumpkin? What if I want a nice Italian yellow squash colored pumpkin.
Yeah.
Or like a fucking, what about a bitter melon green and white?
Yeah. Or like
You know,
the
like,
kabocha.
I don't get a black
green.
skull. I don't get my Korean devil mask doesn't change. I get one color cat. But god damn it, my fist. So then, yeah, like, oh fuck that black guy. That's like racistly black.
Yeah.
Like that is like, and why do they? Ugh, they all have mustaches. But you know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, oh my god, and like the black girl looks like Storm from the X-Men.
Yeah.
Like, why does she have fucking white hair? That's the other thing. So you either have blonde, yellow, or red hair.
Huh.
And that stays the same. The bitches is scary.
Jesus Christ.
Because like that dark chick with red hair. You know what I mean? Like, why do it at all? Ooh, racist. Like, I think the Indian guy with the fucking turban, you get one face color.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Like I mean, I get they're trying to be like racially sensitive and having
But like,
a
why even do
woman
that in the first
in a
place?
burqa.
Why even do that in the first place?
Because I'm telling you, dude, I know fucking somebody complained about it.
Hey,
Look at
nut the fuck up.
fucking
Grow up.
different colored fairies. This is what I don't get. Why don't I have different colored zombies?
Whoa. What?
And Dracula is just black. It's just Blackula. I don't get a Bram Stoker's White Dracula.
Why?
I don't know. He's
That's
Blackula.
that's the Dracula I always think about.
Yeah, but you can have different colored wizards. It's fucking stupid. I don't know.
That's interesting.
It's just the stupid shit that fucking people. Because I know somebody fucking complained about it. You know what I mean? Like some fucking asshole. And it was like, why isn't there fucking skin colored on all these emojis? And I guarantee you, it was a fucking white guy.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. Because I don't know any other race that really gives a shit.
Yeah.
And was like, I need emoji representation.
All the races. Do you think it's maybe a white guilt thing?
Oh, fuck, for sure. Fuck, dude. You know what I mean? It was that one white guy who's like, one black friend was like fucking with him. And he was like, oh, yeah, you're right, dude. You should totally have all the colors. It's just so dumb. Like,
Yeah,
the
man.
stupid things people like get fucking. So, Stranger Things, I don't know if you started watching it.
No, not yet.
People have just been fucking shitting on that show.
Yeah?
For like the dumbest reasons. You know what I mean? Like, has nothing to do with the story, has nothing to do with the acting, has nothing to do with the fucking like cinematography. It has nothing to be like, man, I don't like this show because it's fucking, they shot it poorly or their acting is gross or whatever. It's like, I'm so offended that they smoke too much. And it's like,
Jesus.
it's the fucking 80s.
Ugh.
And then like they were like, this fucking show, it's stupid because like, oh god, like how could you, why are you making the, like, there's Russians in it, and there's like, oh, the Russians are bad guys, and it's like, again, I tell you, it's fantasy and it's the 80s.
Yes.
Okay, and that was like the fucking Cold War.
Yeah.
It was, you know what I mean? Like,
That was the enemy in the 80s.
that's the believable enemy.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, and it wasn't even like, not to like spoil it, but it's not like it was like,
a big part of it?
it's a big part of it, but it's not like that was the enemy. You know what I mean? Like it was like I just, you know, so like you've seen the previous seasons. So like that fucking, the people in Hawkins' laboratory.
Oh, okay.
Right? So they were like the bad, quote unquote bad guys because they basically enslaved Eleven and tried to use her powers for whatever, and they opened the fucking hole and all that shit. So it's just basically like, it's the Russian counterpart of that. That's it.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not as if like, okay, well that's just like, factually speaking, in a fantasy world, like that would have been happening.
Yeah.
It's like saying, like you have a show about like the nuclear arms race in the 80s, and it's like, well, why are the Russians the bad guys? Because That's what was happening.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like Tunisia or like fucking, you know what I mean? Like, we weren't fucking in an arms race against New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, why, you know, and like, just picking it apart for like stupid reasons. Like, can't you just enjoy the fucking show? Like, why do you have to like shit on something because you fucking like, just like, oh, why was Lord of the Rings? Why did they have to go to fucking Mount Doom? Like, why couldn't it have been Mount Pleasant? Like, you're like, that's what it was in the book? Like, I don't fucking... Like, that's how stupid it sounds to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, make it all fucking pretty and perfect so that nobody gets offended and nobody fucking...
That's impossible, though. It's stupid to think.
Hey, you just go watch snow on the fucking TV.
It's just... Oh, man. Yeah, people are just fucking horrible.
It's just fucking waste.
Yeah.
Like, why would God let this happen to us? Why are you up there fucking with us? It's because we're gluttons. We're so gluttonous.
Yeah, man. That's why, like, there's, like, people who are all upset about Ariel being black and shit like that.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, who gives a shit? I don't care. What I'm gonna be more offended if Sebastian isn't Jamaican. That's what I'm gonna be offended about.
They just fucking like he's just some white crab. Ariel, dude. It's like
Nope,
fucking
that's
fucking
it.
Crush.
I'm done.
Crush from fucking Finding Nemo. Ariel, dude, under the sea, bro. So my thing have always been like, okay, so they're going fucking blow for blow. This is why I don't care. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I'm probably never gonna see that movie. I'm sure my wife and kids will go see it. They love all Disney shit. They loved Aladdin, the live action one that came out. My thing is, why change it at all? You know, because they did. If you think about it, they did the same thing to Lion King. They're making the live. It's not live action.
Yeah.
It's just like better CGI. It's better animation.
Yeah.
But all the characters are now black.
Africa.
Right. So back when the original movie, there was I think only 2 black characters. There was only 2 black people voicing. So it was James Earl Jones, who, hell yeah, motherfucker, is still Mufasa.
Nice.
Because you can't fucking change that motherfucker.
No, you can't. And Whoopi
Goldberg. Thank you for surviving. Oh, okay, so 3. So there was Rafiki was fucking what's his name? He was Benson. Robert Guillaume.
Oh, okay.
So Rafiki was Robert Guillaume. Mufasa, James Earl Jones, Whoopi Goldberg
was one of the hyenas.
Yeah, and Cheech Marin was the other one.
Yeah.
So, but besides that, it was like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, fucking Whitey McWhite was Matthew Broderick was older, fucking, you know what I mean? Yeah. The girl, I don't know if she was what she was racially or ethnically. The Nala, I don't know what she was.
Wasn't Rowan Atkinson Zazu?
Yeah, Rowan Atkinson was Zazu, which is now John Oliver.
Oh, really?
It was pretty funny. But like Pumbaa and Timon, they were fucking white dude, you know, fucking. I don't know who.
Nathan Lane and.
Well, Nathan Lane was Timon, but I don't know Pumbaa. I think he was just a voice actor. I don't know if he was actually like somebody famous.
Yeah.
But I think Seth Rogen is Pumbaa, and Timon is that Billy Eichner, I think.
Okay.
Fucking like the Billy on the Street guy.
Yeah.
But now it's like predominantly like Beyonce's fucking Nala. I think like what's his name? Fucking Childish Gambino. I think he's
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover is
Simba.
And then obviously James Earl Jones. So it's now a more black, and then then Scar is now a black actor.
Samuel L. Jackson.
No, yeah. I killed your motherfucking father, motherfucker. No, but it's like a famous actor, but I don't remember his name. But he's now Scar, which I'm like, isn't Jeremy Irons still alive? Like, why are you doing?
Yeah.
Give me Jeremy Irons back. You got fucking James Earl Jones back. Like, I don't mean gimme as in like I'm a white guy. Give me a white guy. I didn't mean it like that. I just mean like fucking Jeremy Irons is Scar. Like, That's fucking
was great,
Scar.
yeah.
Like, that fucking voice. Like, he's fucking brilliant. You know, it's just like why you wouldn't replace James Earl Jones. Because you're like, hey, man, you're still alive.
Yeah.
Can you just sit here and talk into a microphone? Like, please? But it's like, why is it necessary at all? You know, like, and like I said, like, I don't care either way.
Yeah.
But, like, the topic, like, the reasoning behind it of, like, we gotta make it black. Like, Ariel's gotta be black now. Well, why? You didn't make Mulan, like, Russian. Or fucking, you know what I mean? Like, Ariel isn't an African fable. If anything, it's Japanese.
Yeah.
Because, like, the original, like, Ariel shit was that Ponyo fucking... That's kind of what it's been. I mean, I guess there was, like, a Hans Christian Andersen fucking...
Possibly. But then that would be European anyway.
Anyway, it's white, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not, whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, why does it need to be anything? Like, is it the fear of, like, oh, we're going to make it white and then we're going to get backlash?
I think that's
black?
it.
But, like, who's thinking that? Like, if they go, Little Mermaid's coming out, here's the new Little Mermaid, and it's fucking Ariana Grande. Or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, like, but even it's like, whoa, is she Latin? Like, because she could fucking sing. Like,
Yeah.
who gives a shit? Like, that's why, like, because fucking, what's her name is too old. Like, Britney Spears is old. And, Christina Aguilera, too old to play Ariel. She could probably play Ursula. That would probably be fucking sick. Little Christina. Ooh, but then I'm a sea witch in a bottle. I'm gonna give you some legs. But you know what I mean? Like,
I think it is.
if it came out just as a live action, and like, because like Beauty and the Beast, why not? Why is Belle not black? I know this is a sore subject for you.
You watch.
I know you be
you
loving.
Be very careful right now.
I know this is a touchy subject because you have a raging hard-on for Belle, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why wasn't that the thing for them? Now, I get it if she was the best of all the auditions. Like, if they were just like, we're casting for Ariel, and she's the fucking best we saw. Okay,
who knows? Maybe that could be the.
Hopefully, I hope that's it.
Yeah,
because there should be no other reason.
Yeah.
And in no way is this coming from a racial standpoint. It's just like, who gives a shit? Like, you're making a live action version of this, and you're just, this is a character.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't, the Beast wasn't blonde or like a different animal.
Yeah.
You made him look like the cartoon Beast, and then Belle was a fucking white chick.
Yeah.
And then not like, was she the best
chick.
choice? No, yeah, but see, it's double for you because it's like you sexualize Belle, the cartoon, and you also sexualize fucking Hermione. I can't fucking remember her name.
Emma Watson.
So it's like that was like a twofer. That was like your fucking literal wet dream of like Belle came to life as Emma Watson.
My life is complete.
But was she the best person for that role? Because I mean, is she a notable singer?
You could hear the autotune on that
you know
shit
what I'm saying?
hardcore.
Like,
they didn't even try to hide
it. Like, you know, and it's not even like she was hot off the Harry Potter thing. This was years after Harry Potter. So she wasn't like riding the fucking fame wave from that into fucking Beauty and the Beast. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, yeah. I don't know why they're trying to. I think it's just the climate, you know?
Because how pissed would everybody be if that happened in Mulan?
Oh, they made
and not everybody. I mean, just Asian
Mulan a black person.
What if Mulan? We're remaking Mulan, which they are.
Yeah.
There's already a trailer out for it. But if they were like, we're just getting the best person for this role, and then it was like, well, she's Haitian, or she's fucking Mexican.
Oh.
And you're like, but she's not.
Yeah.
She's Chinese American. Or, I mean, not even Chinese American, just Chinese.
She's Chinese, yeah.
I think that they couldn't change that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it takes place.
But it's in China.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but so. Is Eric going to be black?
Ooh.
Prince Eric? Because that took place not in a largely African area. It took place in like, was it? I don't even know where it took place.
I'd
Was
say
it
it's
like,
probably somewhere in the Mediterranean.
well, the way I looked at it, I thought it was like early like colonial America.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, I guess he was a prince, so it probably wasn't colonial America, but it would have been like European,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Maybe Italian.
Maybe. Could be.
What was his last name? I'm gonna fucking go. Who the
Did he have his last name?
Yeah,
I thought his last name was
his
Eric.
last name was Eric, and his first name was Prince,
Yeah.
motherfucker. I know if I Google this right now, it's gonna be like all Black Ariel shit. There was a dude on Twitter, a black guy, and it says it's his name was like get rid of Black Ariel. I was like, okay. Let's do Prince Eric, Little Mermaid. Okay, so we're going deep on this shit. Thanks, you don't care. Oh my god.
What?
Well, apparently, Harry Styles from One Direction
It's gonna be Prince
fame
Eric.
is in talks to play Prince Eric in The Little Mermaid. So white guy, which I do not see him. I mean, this motherfucker was swarthy, if anything. I mean, he had in the cartoon dark hair, light skin, blue eyes. But what the fuck is his?
Trying to find his last name.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I googled fucking that, and it doesn't come. It doesn't even. The only thing that comes up about the old ethnicity. Prince Eric is the deuterogenist. Deuterogenist?
What is that?
I'm guessing that's like the male antagonist, like the male interest.
I guess.
Deuteragonist. Okay, so DEUTERAGONIST. Deuteragonist? I don't know.
Never heard that word before.
He's a young dashing prince of a seaside kingdom.
Ooh.
That's about it. And they don't really fucking Danish.
Huh?
This list is as his ethnicity, his nationality is Danish.
Oh.
Which are the Danes, the dark-haired people?
Huh.
So a Danish prince, a Little Mermaid from
Well, that would make sense.
depths of the ocean. But Danish? What is that? Denmark, right?
Yeah. Because
Is
wasn't
that a-
Hans Christian Andersen Danish?
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe.
I don't know.
But yeah, so it's like, why not set Aladdin somewhere else? Put it in a different time. Put it in a different.
Country?
It had to be Persia.
Oh.
Or like what is, because Persia doesn't exist anymore, right? That's
Agra.
what it was
Yeah.
called. Like that area was Persia.
Yeah.
And then it's now all those different, like it's the Middle East or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, Agrabah, that's clearly like fucking, if anything, at least North Africa and up. But it's like, people would have shit themselves if they changed that.
Yeah.
They were shitting themselves because Will Smith was in it. And he's black. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, okay. Like
So
people,
we put
I
more
think
black people in it, you get mad.
How many more black people can we put in here when you like us? It's all the black people. We just have all the black people.
Yeah, man. Well, because if that, the whole cast of fucking Little Mermaid was white, they'd be like, there's no ethnic diversity, blah, 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 blah. Like, I think you just can't win in those situations.
Yeah, I just think what's fucked about it is like, back when that movie came out in like the 90s, right? Like, There was little black girls that could watch that movie
Yeah.
and be the Little
No
Mermaid.
problem.
Nobody was like, "Fuck you, you're white," and like, you know, like, don't dress up as little. You can't. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Like you pigeon. Like now it's like, well, it's got to be this because we got to make everybody happy, or we got to like make sure we don't get fucking. You know, we want it to be
Yeah.
successful, so we gotta not step on anybody's toes.
But you see, even if what they did made people upset, all those people who say they're not going to, they're still going to go fucking watch
Everybody's
it.
gonna watch that shit. Yeah, nobody's gonna not watch it. They're
Yeah.
gonna watch it. They're gonna fucking hate watch it.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna watch it so that they
Spite
can
watch.
talk shit about fucking.
But hey,
you know,
it doesn't matter. They still
they
got, your money.
Yeah. Oh boy, those fucking Disney motherfuckers.
And they own everything.
They get my money through those corn dogs at Disneyland. Those things are bomb.
I've never been to Disneyland.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I went when I was like 3, but
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
remember shit.
I
So.
was just say that's like a big draw for like the island crowd.
Yeah.
That's like you go to Vegas, you go to Disneyland, and you go to the outlets. That's your fucking, like that's the ultimate vacation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I just think it's stupid. Like,
Yeah, I agree. It is stupid, but I think it's also just the climate of everyone being like,
I hate that I know that there's people in these fucking corporations that are just there solely to be like,
yeah,
maybe they should be black.
Yeah.
Or maybe they should be fucking white, or maybe
Yeah.
we should keep it like, no. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Like they're like the racial fucking police. Or something, like, you know, like,
the ethnic diversity
like there's
consultant.
just some fucking hipster motherfucker in the corner on his iPhone constantly, and they're like, there's all these people standing and watching him, like, Black Ariel, and he's like, thumbs up. You know what I mean? And Twitter, fucking hashtag, and they're like, Will Smith is the genie. Okay, good. Mildly, possibly Middle Eastern fucking princess, but not too Middle Eastern. Because I think there was backlash too that these actors in Aladdin weren't like Middle Eastern enough. Like,
Oh my gosh. Aladdin was modeled after Tom Cruise.
really?
His
And
likeness-
his voice was the fucking dude from Full House.
Yeah.
Like two of the whitest guys in the fucking world.
No, you can look it up. The inspiration
Oh yeah, he's clearly
behind
fucking white.
yeah, behind
Like-
Aladdin's
The fucking dad was white.
yeah.
The fucking sultan.
The Sultan
The
was white.
sultan
Yeah.
was like fucking Santa Claus. Yeah. Like, like the most ethnic people in there were the fucking guards, which were clearly all the dudes from Indiana Jones.
Yep.
And fucking Jafar.
Jafar.
And like, where did like it's that tiger was pretty ethnic.
Huh?
The tiger was pretty
Oh,
ethnic.
yeah.
That was pretty. But he was like an Asian tiger, so I don't really know if he would be there. Like, I think he would be more like in Sumatra. Like, I don't think he would be like. It's not really. I mean, I guess he could have been captured and enslaved.
Yeah.
Like everybody else. But yeah, they loved that movie when they went and saw it. My wife was very like. I showed her the preview. I was like, oh, here's the fucking. Because up until then, all you were seeing was like the backlash of, because they showed they had the cast on Entertainment Weekly, and it was like Will Smith in like human form, which was that's what he put out there.
Yeah.
It was like, look guys, like, relax, I will be a CGI Blue Genie. Like, that was just the times when he takes a human form and he's
Yeah.
Will Smith in ethnically slurred fucking clothing. But so it was like, even that is like, well, it could be Will Smith, but goddamn it, you're not blue, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Jeez.
But
You just can't make everybody
yeah,
happy.
you can. But yeah, so I showed her the trailer, and it's very like non-musical until like the very end. Like the last couple of like if it's like it's a minute 30 seconds, the last 30 seconds are where all the music is. So she's watching it very like solemn, like nope, checked out, not watching it. And then as soon as that motherfucker's on the carpet, it's like, oh, new world. She's like, her eyes fucking lit up, like, and she's like, like very like goo goo, like, oh, okay, I'm in, I'm sold. Because I think for her that is like the magic of those
yeah.
Disney movies. It was the singing, you know, the fucking sings. All the sings are good. The fucking songs and like all that shit, like that's really, you know, like the soundtrack is what it's like. That's the nostalgia for her of all those things. Because that's predominantly what my wife and kids listen to is like soundtracks to Disney movies and like Taylor Swift. And fucking like censored Ariana Grande, or like Kids Bop.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, man. I don't know. That
the world is shit. It's fucking whatever.
I think people just need to grow the fuck up and like realize that you're not always going to get everything your way.
Yeah.
You know, this is a mega corporation. You should be glad that they're even doing it in the first place for all y'all motherfuckers.
I mean, everybody knows it's a cash grab.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, hey, nothing new? Well, let's just remake all this old shit.
It's because they're out of ideas.
Fuck it.
They're out of ideas. That's what it is.
And I'm totally okay with who gives a fuck. They're making money. You're going to buy it. You want to see it. Like, if, you know, like, don't see it if you don't want to see it. But it's like, this fucking, the way this culture is going now, like, just as a fucking world, just the United States, wherever, you know, like, I'm sure it's the whole world. But, it's like, it's getting so, like, you can't do anything to me.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to do anything to you. Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. You know, like, can't you just stay in your fucking bubble without having, like, everybody and everything offending you?
See, that's the thing. Like, if you get offended, that's your fault.
Yeah.
That's you not being able to control your own damn emotions. All right? Like, I shouldn't have to censor myself just because you're around.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like, I'm not touching you.
Yeah.
I'm not physically harming you in any way. The only time I'm okay with, like, shit being, like, offensive, if, like, because I've kind of got that way, too. Like, if I'm out somewhere with my kids and we're eating dinner and, like, there's a time and a place for things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really give a shit about people around me, but I am also not, like, an asshole for no reason. But, like, if I'm sitting next to you with my kids and you're at a table next to me, and you're like, motherfucker, fuck, you know, like that. I'm like, hey, man,
I got
like,
kids.
Cool that you know how to cuss, but like, my kids are right here. Is it cool if you just like maybe tone it down and like cuss in your vicinity, you know, and like not yell it or whatever, you know, like I can understand. That's okay, because you're verbally encroaching in my area. Yeah. And I have small children that don't need to hear fuck every 3 seconds from anybody other than me. So I'm going to teach them fuck. I'm going to teach them the right way. But you know what I mean? So, like, that's understandable. But, like, if you go on the internet and you see something you don't like, and then are like, oh, I'm offended. How dare you? Yeah. And you're like, okay, so block that thing.
Yeah. Keep scrolling.
Don't, like, make it your fucking mission to, like, destroy that person.
No, they have to know.
Like,
they have to know that what they did offended them. They have to.
And the worst is, like, the people that get offended on your behalf.
I fucking hate that shit, man.
Which, I mean, I've never had that happen. Nobody gets offended on my behalf.
I've had that happen to me. Like, so...
As a race thing.
Huh?
Because you're black. Because you're black.
Yeah. No,
because you're black.
I know I'm in the minority. I still think that the word faggot is okay to use in certain situations.
Bundle of sticks?
Huh?
Like a bundle of sticks?
Sure. Or even like when I call shit gay, because some shit is gay. Like musicals are gay as shit. Yeah. In the honest, like true definition.
Rainbows are gay as shit.
Huh?
Rainbows are gay as shit.
Yeah. But like, I remember calling something gay, like just off the cuff. Like talking to my friend and my friend T, my buddy T, who listens to the podcast.
Shout out to T!
I was hanging out with him.
And Boss Lady. Don't think we forgot about you. We don't. Our biggest supporter and number one all-time listener.
But yeah, I was hanging out with him. It was a New Year's party and stuff like that. And his sister's boyfriend, who I don't like him.
Is gay as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, but I remember we were talking about something, and I was like, oh, fuck, that shit's gay. No. And he's like, whoa, I'm so offended. How can you say that word? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, how do you think, like, gay people would feel?
You're like, I'm half queer,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I told him, like, I'm bisexual. And it's like, he's like, oh, well, you're not gay. I was like, but I still like to suck dick. How is that not gay? It's like, oh, okay. So and I went to him, okay. So I'm not gay enough to be gay, but I'm not straight enough to be straight. So,
Yeah.
like, what can I say that won't offend
You're like
people?
that Carlton Banks effect. You're not black enough. that episode got me.
But it's just like, why are you, those people are the worst. The ones who get offended on behalf of others.
Yeah,
Or the
'cause it's
ones
like-
who, like, don't even know who you're talking to. Because I have a gay friend. When he comes around, I say, hey, homie. I said that to him once. And this lady sitting at a table next to us got super mad. And she was like, I can't believe you said that, blah, 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 blah. Think about it, you're not homosexual. You can't be using that term.
How do you know I'm not homosexual?
Yeah. My buddy who I'm meeting with, his husband comes in 5 seconds later, and they kiss. And, like, while he's, like, just staring at this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, like, waiting for him to, like, explode. Because he's a hot-headed Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's just, like, I was looking at him, looking at her, and he's like, and then yeah, his husband comes in, and they kiss. And she just, like, shrunk away. Like, she was so embarrassed. It's like, don't open your fucking mouth unless you, like, stay out of people's business. Mind your own fucking business. Like, don't take something you hear passing by someone or that you're walking by, and, like, don't fucking get in their business.
And it wasn't
Leave
even
it alone.
like she was sitting there with her, like, gay son or gay friend. It was like, hey.
No, she was by herself.
But that's what I mean. Like, it's not like there was nobody there for her to be offended in front of.
Yeah.
It was just like,
She was just a social
it
justice
doesn't
warrior.
offend me, but there might be gay people around here offending. You know what I mean? That's like, it's not as if, like, she was with her Down syndrome daughter. You're like, you're fucking retarded, bro. And then you're like, whoa, hey. Like, I'm with my fucking, my differently abled child. Could you not fucking yell retarded? Like, like, it's not, like, that, you could be offended for that person. Like, it's like.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things. Just mind your own business.
Yeah.
Mind your own business. And maybe you'll be a little happier. I don't know.
A little bit. And on that note, hey man, mind your own fucking business. And follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Listen to the podcast. Fucking hate it. And I'll give a special shout out to the Otter Limits.
Oh.
They've been super cool and trying to help us get followers, and they've been listening to at least one of the podcasts that they know of.
Yeah.
Shout
Want to
out
nerd
to-
out on King Killer Chronicles? Let me know.
Mr. Effervescent is fucking half chub right now, waiting to
Oh, it's
get
full.
it's full chub. Okay, he's ready to get that fucking King Killer Chronicles spout off. Maybe we'll have maybe we could link up over Skype, and you guys could do a special King Killer fucking Otter Limits.
Yeah.
Mouthfuls of Madness crossover podcast extravaganza. And I will not be there. No shit. I'll just be like, ugh, I know what you're talking about. Talk about something else nerdy. I don't know this nerd stuff. I'm not versed in King Killer. I might have to. We got audiobooks? Do you think they got the audiobooks of the King Killer stuff?
I'm pretty sure there are.
I have to check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe get it. Maybe we can fucking nerd out and
Yeah.
fucking King Killer shit. But all right, this is our longest episode
damn,
ever.
yeah.
Fuck.
Dang.
So I hope you can make it to the end. But don't be a lazy listener. Power through. Get to the end.
Nobody likes a quitter.
Yeah. Fuck it, whatever. But But yeah, so listen, follow us on Twitter. You could leave us comments like we said before.
Yeah.
Tell your friends or don't. I mean, whatever. We're still going to do it probably.
Yeah.
Most likely.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a good time. But signing off. Until next time.
Bye.
How do you feel about witches? How about aliens? Or maybe some messed up government experiments?
If you have a fascination with the weird, wild, wacky, or just downright what the things that go on in this world of ours, then you've come to the right place.
Join us on Tuesdays when we discuss all of this and more on the W Files podcast.
To listen and find out more, you can pop on over to our website at wfilespodcast.com.
Adieu, W Crew!